Okay, so my name's Stephanie Butterworth. People usually call me Steph, and I work for Tameside Council. And at Tameside Council, I'm the big long title. It's Executive Director for People. But what that means is I'm responsible for services for adults and services for children.
Why have you come to this conference?
Okay, so 2 reasons really. So very, very recently I was asked by my association, which is the North West Association for Directors of Adult Services, and we usually abbreviate that down to ADAS, to take the lead for leading on services for people with learning disabilities. So I've come in that official capacity, but in another lifetime, this is where I started my career. So I started my career working with adults with learning disabilities. So anything like this is always of great fascination and interest for me. I've met some very old friends as well.
Have you ever experienced anything like this anywhere before?
No. No, it's, I'll tell you what it's been today. It's been a really good example of how a conference should work in terms of, I think everybody's been included. There's been some fun, there's been some serious stuff, you know, that's really important as well. People are involved, people seem to be engaging with it. There's lots of activity going on around the place. It's lively, it's engaging, it's bubbly. So I think it's a really good example of how a conference should run, really.
How do you intend to link with people with learning disabilities and their families in the future?
Okay, so obviously my role is to make sure that my services do that properly, and that's my official role. But as I said to you earlier, because this is where I started my career, I make it my business really to keep in touch with people. So we have People First in Tameside that are a really active group. We've got a few of our colleagues from People First Tameside here today, and I get involved with things they're doing. Anyway, I wouldn't necessarily have to do that in my role, but I think it's important because it's important to me. And the things we've just been talking about in our group is if we're going to make transforming care work, we can't do it without making sure that all the people who are sat here in this conference today are really involved in it.
How has today made you feel?
Well, because I've only arrived today, it's made me feel really organised. I'm guessing if I'd have been here 3 days, I might be feeling a bit tired, because I think you've had a fantastically action-packed programme. The meeting that I've just been in has made me want to go, right, I need to get on with some of this now, because there are still some things that are blocking some of the transformation work that you all want to do with us, and so very determined as well when I go back.
What are you taking from today?
Okay, so what I'm taking from today is that there are still some blocks in the system that, from where I'm sitting, feel like fairly simple things that we can undo. I'm not saying that they are simple things for people who are living difficult lives. I'm sure it's really impacting on people, but actually I think there are some things that we need to sort out. So one really good example is we've been talking in our group about how we work better with GPs, so that we can get GPs to the table with us on an individual level. I'm not talking about, you know, bringing loads of GPs to the room, but to make a real difference. Bless you.
Sorry. Excuse me. Do you have anything else you would like to tell us?
Well, what I would like to say is I think we need to keep on keeping on. So what I'm hearing today in terms of what the self-advocates are saying, what the people with learning disabilities who have been employed in NHS England, who have been really strong advocates, I think we need to keep on keeping on, and we need to be relentless, really.
Do you want to take a question
out
of the box?
Look,
and
read interview questions.
Read it, and then answer it.
Oh, I thought you were going to answer it.
No, it's not down to me.
Okay, so can you tell us one thing that people may not know about you? Wow, that's a good question, isn't it? Okay, so one thing that people may not know about me. People might not know that I am a bit of a football freak, and I have a season ticket. I better not tell you which club I had in case I cause offence. but I have a season ticket at Manchester City. But I've been watching them since 1976 before anybody says I'm glory hunting.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.